I know this is a different kind of video, especially because of the big boxy face cam and all, but I just graduated and I got some new stuff coming out. So I know there's going to be a couple goober goblins like, where is it? Where's the new content? And that's why I've conveniently entered chapters at the bottom here, so you can click to the more interesting parts instead of the boring human connection part. But with all that out of the way, let's go to the day before graduation. It was actually pretty good. It was my last day of working at the IT department for my high school. Went out to lunch with my coworkers and my boss. He had some like final questions about what was going on and if I liked the position over the past year. It was super like wholesome, really nice, good laid back day. And then I got home at 5, which is a bit late, but it was not that bad. And I hopped in bed at 6 because I was like a little tired. And I woke up at 11 a.m. the next day with 17 hours of sleep. So I woke up looking like this, which isn't really that bad for 17 hours of sleep. Got showered, got dressed, did the -9 because I don't really know how to dress properly. The time they told seniors to be there was 4:05. Like, okay, if I leave at 2, I can beat all the traffic, right? They said there was going to be about 4,000, 5,000 people there. And I was like, okay, so if I leave 2 hours early, I beat all the cars that are there. So I got my dad to take me because my car was in the shop. And we got there, and the parking lot was a straight up desert. Like, nobody there at all. Not even the setup guys were there. There was just no cars, like, everywhere. So couldn't find one. We just decided to straight up go back home like a buffoon. Then I left at 3:15, and there was like 20 cars there. So I'm good. Now, the building was framed like this. Great diagram, I know. But there was a bunch of people at the front, just in the heat of the sun, just standing there. And then I saw 2 seniors walk to this little back entrance and not return. So I'm like, alright, I guess I'm going there. So then I entered through the back entrance, and after talking to 3 people there, realized that I accidentally skipped the security pat down at the front entrance. So then they repatted me down, but it was like surprisingly light. So I had my my phone and my wallet like this. I imagine the top are like tissues. So because I carry tissues with me. But I had my phone and my wallet like this and the tissues on top, which meant that my phone could have been like literally anything else because they wouldn't be able to tell because the tissues in the wallet there. So like, I don't know, I could have had like Icebreaker's Duo pack or a butterfly knife comb. So could have really got anything in there. So after all of that, did the official ceremony, cheered for my friends a good bit, got to meet up with a couple of them at the end, and stared at the sun a bit. Went home, had one last family dinner before they moved down to Florida, and of course it's a trashy American burger with Cajun fries. And then went and played an undisclosed idle game till 2 a.m. Anyways, thanks to everybody who showed support through all the years. That'd be too many to list, so sorry. Shout out to my friends who helped me through a lot of tough times and a little bit too many Fortnite matches. So, with all the bittersweet high school cringe out of the way, what could possibly... No, I don't really like that part of the script. Alright, tell you what, let's do it this way. The future is coming. The future is coming. The fog is coming. The fog is coming. The fog is... So... I got a trip coming up. I'm heading over to South Korea. I'm going over to, well, not the north one, sadly, but I'm going over to visit my older sister and my niece, which is going to be great. So I'll probably be making a small video with like a couple of stuff about the trip and how it was. But first I got some new content, so let's go over that. One second, my friend sent me a TikTok. Let me... Sorry about that. So I've been working on a music animation for... Ooh, okay. In 20 days it'll be a year now, so that makes it sound a lot more impressive than it is. But the teaser trailer is almost done, so when that's done I'll post that on this channel, and when the final animation is complete I'll also post that on the channel, so yippee! Now, after the full animation is posted and the behind the scenes that I have planned, I have a couple different avenues for like creation and completion of some of the projects I worked on before, so that brings us to our next section. Once this video drops, I will have a poll in the community section, and you can also just answer in the comments of this video for what my next major project will be. The 3 options are games, animations, and gameplay vids. Now, even though it's likely that the gameplay vids will occur during the other 2 options, They still take a lot of work, so it could be its own option as well. So, what's in the games option? Well, if games is selected, then a couple of my undisclosed previous projects will continue production, such as Hack Sims, a first-person VR shooter game where you play as a robot and collect data files and send them back to the robot HQ to defeat all the humans, all made in a final choice at the end, as well as Suits, a first-person kinda laggy multiplayer PvE game where you have to start with a weapon and then upgrade your person with cards while fighting off waves of enemies, and to finish it off, Skydive, a pretty poorly made two-player boss battler mobile game. Then we have the animations option, which has 2 songs and a couple ideas for both of them, which I won't disclose yet. And then the final option, gameplay vids, where I spend the majority of my time working on the fun group play sessions like the Lethal Company vids I put out already. So there are the options. I like to know what y'all think. If there's a tie, then I'll just pick the one that I wanted to do more anyway, but I thought it would be fun if the viewers had some say in the content. So that pretty much does it. I just wanted to make an update video so you can let everyone know what's going on, so I scrapped this one together last second. Obviously, now that I'm out of high school, I'm going to be looking for a job, so that's going to come with a lot of baggage, so I'm going to have to slow down or practically stop my content for a good bit. But I just want to make sure that I had a good, update video for everybody. I'm starting to repeat myself. You know what? Just enjoy this whole music while I try to figure out how to end the video. Well, I could... No. Nah, maybe if I... Oh, there it is.